When it comes to kids' meals, parents often notice certain foods don't seem to sit as comfortably as others. Maybe your child feels a bit sluggish after lunch, or some meals just seem harder to handle. Foods that are commonly harder for kids to digest. Today, we're diving into an educational, low-poly exploration of foods that can be a bit more challenging for children to digest, not as a warning, but as a fun science visualization. I remember my niece struggling with certain meals, and I used to wonder if there was something wrong with her stomach. But what I realized is that digestion is a complex, individualized process, and some foods simply take a little more work for young bodies to process. Welcome to Tiny Digestive Adventures, where we explore how kids' bodies process foods in fun, easy-to-understand 3D animations. Hit like and subscribe if you're curious about the science behind everyday meals, and let's see what happens after kids enjoy different foods. Not all foods behave the same way in children's digestive systems. Some are naturally easier to break down, while others require more time and energy. Foods that are high in fiber, dense starches, or certain proteins may take longer to digest depending on the child's routine, gut maturity, and enzyme activity. We're not saying any food is bad or should be avoided. Instead, we're illustrating what happens inside a child's body after eating different meals. Many families notice that beans, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, or heavily processed snacks sometimes make kids feel fuller or more sluggish. This is perfectly normal, and the low-poly animations help visualize these processes in a simple, approachable way. Fiber is fantastic for overall health, but in young children, certain high-fiber foods like lentils, beans, and whole grains can take longer to break down. In our 3D animation, you'll see these foods moving slowly through the digestive tract, being gradually broken down by enzymes and gut bacteria. White bread, pastries, or fried snacks digest more quickly in some parts of the gut, but may leave the stomach feeling heavier if combined with fats. Our low-poly visualization shows how fats and starches interact, slowing gastric emptying just a little. Cheese or meat proteins can be slower to digest, but they provide essential building blocks for growing bodies. Visualizing these foods as tiny animated particles can show the journey through the stomach and intestines without making any claims about discomfort. It's purely educational. So, what's the takeaway? Digestion depends on the individual child and the combination of foods, portion sizes, and mealtime habits. Observing patterns and providing a variety of foods helps children's bodies learn to process nutrients efficiently. Slow introduction of fiber-rich foods, balanced combinations of proteins, carbs, and healthy fats, mindful eating and relaxed mealtimes, and plenty of water to assist digestion. If you enjoyed this fun dive into kids' digestion, hit like, subscribe, and comment with your child's favorite meal that you'd love to see visualized in 3D. For more educational animations exploring children's meals, snack breakdowns, and playful science, stay tuned to Tiny Digestive Adventures.